The barbs. Snip snap. Hi, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my recap of episode 42 of Love Island UK Summer 2023. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I do so many more recaps of dating shows and love shows, and I'm trying to do some more movie tier list kind of things. So if you like that sort of stuff, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so thank you for your support. We are in the evening, and Scott and Mitch are having a conversation saying that Scott is going to be chatting to Abby. Mitch already knows this. Mitch has been there with Molly and Zach, so he's like, okay, thank you for talking to me. We're cool. Cool. Talk to Abby. He's not really happy about it, but what you gonna do? Uzi and Katie are talking, and they're talking about their eyes and how their babies will be hot or whatever. They're talking about being a power couple, meh, and how they're good listeners. Mitch and Abby, they're talking. They're saying, Mitch is saying how sexy she is. They end up kissing. She does say, however, that she is worried about other bombshells coming in because Mitch has always made kind of a move for somebody, but he was always alone in those situations. So I think personally that Mitch is a loyal person, and that if once the girl's like yes, he's all in. He's not gonna cheat, even though he had that 9-girl situation. But that was because he was only dating them and ghosting them. I don't know. My guess is that Mitch is gonna be 100% loyal and not worried about bombshells right now. He's in deep with Abby. Abby makes her way over to Scott, and they flirt and have a conversation, and they actually talk about themselves, oh, what do you do, where are you from, stuff like that, more in depth about themselves. And there's a definite difference when Scott turns on his flirty versus not. In him talking and actively trying with Abby, you can see that he was not trying in Casa Amor. Now he is, and she's fallen for it. So it's this weird, I don't know why all the girls have it out for Scott. It is time for a surprise recoupling, and it is the boys' choice. Zach picks Molly. Ellen picks Catherine. Ty picks Ella. Locken picks Whitney. Uzi picks Katie. Mitch gets to pick Abby. Sam picks Jess. Montel picks Leah. And that leaves Scott having to pick Amber. And when Scott says his little speech, he does say hey, I think we both know we're just friends. I would pick somebody else if I had the choice, but the girl I want to pick is, and he still calls her beautiful and smart and all that stuff. But he says, I got to pick Amber. That didn't go down well with a couple people, but it's being honest. He's trying to, I don't know, whatever. It's honest. After the recoupling, everybody's loved up and kissing and smooching on each other. Sam says he finally wants to be closed off. She's happy, and they kiss. For now. Locken and Whitney say he sees a future with her on the outside. They're happy, and they smooch. Katie brings Uzi up to the terrace and says how much she's feeling him, and they have a smoochy smooch, their first real smoochy smooch on the terrace, because you know what happens on the terrace. It is time for bed. And the next morning, Ty and Sam are making breakfast for Ella and Jess, and I like having Sam make an effort, any effort. Locken and Ellum also make breakfast for Whitney and Catherine. Katie is talking to Molly and is saying oh, hey, does it bother you that other people are closed off and you and Zach aren't yet? Is that something you would want? And Molly says, oh no, we are closed off. We said that to each other. We're closed off. We said it. We're closed off. Mm-hmm. And Katie's oh, I didn't know that. Did you tell anybody? And Molly's no, we're closed off though. We're closed off. Mm-hmm. Katie's well, congratulations. Great. Weird. It is time for a couples challenge. And it's in 3 rounds. And the first round, they have to give shade. So they give an umbrella and diss another couple, I guess was the whole point of this. I don't know. This was I didn't really like this challenge. It was kind of dumb. So Ellum and Catherine give shade to Mitch and Abby because they're the newest, I guess. And because Abby is with Scott and Mitch. Jess and Sam also give their umbrella to Mitch and Abby. Ty and Ella give their shade to Uzi and Katie because Katie feels second best. Way to call that out, Ty. Katie and Uzi give their shade to Ty and Ella because tit for tat. And Katie says because Ty was flirting with everybody. The Barbs. Snip snap. Zach and Molly give their shade to Scott and Amber because they said Scott's speech could have been a little bit better for Amber. Mitch and Abby give their shade to Scott and Amber because Abby says that he didn't make an effort with her in Casa, but now that Catherine rejected him, now he's making an effort. And it's like, yeah, because he was trying to be loyal. Montel and Leah give their shade to Scott and Amber because Montel doesn't like the way that Scott spoke to Leah on movie night, even though Leah was the one who started it. And lastly, Scott and Amber give their shade to Jess and Sam because Sam brought Amber back from Casa. Why? For round 2, they go head to head up against another couple, and the guys are blindfolded, and the girls have to yell at their guy to walk this little sandbox and find a specific item and grab it, dig it out, and then bring it back to the girls. So the winners of those head-to-head matches are Montel and Leah, they won. Katie and Uzi won. Sam and Jess won. And Scott and Amber won. So those 4 couples are in the finals. And for round 3, they're on one of those balanced surfboards in the sand. So it has like a spring in the middle and it's a surfboard. And they both have to stand on it and balance as long as possible while all the other couples throw beach balls at them. And that is the last challenge. And the winners of that challenge, and therefore the game, are Leah and Montel because they have the best core strength. They don't really win anything though. They just win. Yay. After the games, Scott is talking in a kind of a group with a couple other people, including Locke and Whitney, and I don't remember the other people because they were kind of irrelevant. And Scott was like, yeah, I'm not really mad. Like, I kind of knew I was going to get a lot with Amber, because of he's making a move on Abby now. And just, it's weird. And Catherine's mad at him and Leah's mad at him. And he said, I've been called a game player pretty much this entire time I was here. And I don't know where anybody gets it from because he's not been a game player. Like, he's been the opposite of a game player, in my opinion. But whatever. And he says that. And then Whitney says, well, there is some kind of truth to it. I wish Scott was like, what do you mean by that? Please expand. Please elaborate for me because I don't understand. I don't understand where all this Scott hate is coming from. If you know, please let me know down below because I got nothing. The episode ends with Katie being upset about the second best comment and Ella being upset at Katie talking about Ty's flirting comment. Whatever. This one seemed kind of like a filler episode, so hopefully next one we'll get something juicier to bite into with some juicies. Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear your comments on this episode. What do you think of Scott and Catherine and Leah and that whole situation? Do you think Scott's playing a game or I don't know? What do you think of the Mitch and Abby Scott triangle? Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.